Hello, beautiful people. Beautiful people. I told you I will be breaking up the Willie Lynch, The Making of a Slave, into 6 separate tables of contents, how it is, right? And so that's what I'm going to be doing today, reading the second table of content, Let's Make a Slave. And here we go. It was the interest and business of slaveholders to study human nature and the slave nature in particular, with a view to practical results. I and many of them obtained astonishing proficiency in this direction. They had to deal not with earth, wood, and stone, but with men by every regard they had for their own safety and prosperity. They needed to know the material on which they were to work. Conscious of this injustice and wrong, they were every hour perpetuating and know what they themselves would do. Were they the victims of such wrongs? They were constantly looking for their first signs of the dreaded retribution. They watched, therefore, with skilled and practiced eyes and learned to read with great accuracy the state of mind and the heart of the slave through his sable face. Unusual sobriety, apparent abstraction, sulliness, and indifference indeed. Any move out of the common was afforded grounded for suspicious and inquiry. Frederick Douglass, Let's Make a Slave, is a study of the scientific process of man breaking and slave making. It described the rationale and the results of the Anglo-Saxon ideals and methods of ensuring the master-slave relationship. Let's Make a Slave, the original and development of a social being called the Negro. Let us make a slave. What do we need? First of all, we need a black nigger man, a pregnant nigger woman, and her baby nigger boy. Second, we will use the same basic principle that we use in breaking a horse, combined with some more sustaining factors. What we do with the horse is that we break them from one form of life to another, that is, we reduce them from their natural state in nature, whereas nature provides them with the natural capacity to take care of their offspring. We break the natural string of independence from them and thereby create a dependency status so that we may be able to get from them useful production for our business and pleasure. And that's the end of that, of the second table of contents. Now, really quickly, people, I am doing this and reading this because I am myself, I'm trying to overcome some challenges that I faced with a speech impediment that I've had for years. And even though I do know how to read, I am just trying to get better in certain areas. And honestly, it doesn't matter how old you are, how young you are, all